Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Trails of Cold Steel 4. Last episode was a huge amount of action, storytelling, boss fighting, you know, the rest. And yeah, we got... I can't even talk what kind of answer I should give, because you don't know what it is that I had to go through. Processing every info that I could have like put into my head all at once. So yeah, we're on the Courageous 2. Yeah, apparently Oliver, Toval, and shockingly Arcade survived. A lot of enemies at play. The fortunate day is the day, and we got the Courageous 2 on our side instead of the Merkaba. I guess it's a nice change of pace from our small ship to a big ship this time. I even got very familiar people here. From main branch campus, from branch campus students to Arthur's graduates in this ship. As I'm seeing, we're gonna have a lot to explore. Like, a lot to explore. I'm looking forward to it.
Despite being a new model of ship, the system you see here largely emulates that of the previous Courageous. Our operations manual only covers the bare minimum. Should you find anything lacking, you'll have to figure it out as you go.
Understood. I'll make sure to pass it on to everyone else.
In total, it spans a length of 92 arch, a considerable step up from the previous 74 arch class. However, because the ship is so much bigger, you'll need to carefully watch the speed and engine output.
Ha! So she's a wild one, eh? Sounds to me like this girl's gonna need a bit more taming than the last one.
This terminal should give you complete command over all the ship's facilities and fire control systems. It comes equipped with anti-hacking measures, specially developed by Professors Albert and Erica Russell themselves.
You mean Mom and Grandpa made it? We should have no problems then.
Incredible.
God
Every
damn.
inch of equipment on this ship is state-of-the-art.
And that computer's one of the Epstein Foundation's next-generation models. Weren't they only just developed?
That's right. And its hull has the latest innovations in hydrodynamic engineering, courtesy of the Ruhr Institute of Technology. Plus, it seems to be outfitted with ZCF's newest next-gen orbital engine, too.
It only gets more and more unbelievable every time I hear it. Just how did you manage to construct a cutting-edge ship like this abroad in total secrecy, without anyone finding out?
As I stated earlier, there are a great deal of individuals who helped me make this happen. Such as Mr. Gwyn here, for instance.
You mean Gwyn Reinford, former RF Group chairman?
Mm-hmm. The story here goes all the way back to right after the Civil War. Considering the way it ended, His Highness decided to approach me for some advice. He had me prepare this ship for him, all in anticipation of the day when the Crimson Wings would be torn from the sky.
So that's why.
Huh. I do remember His Highness mentioning something about you being his advisor.
Still, for the construction site to be located in the Kingdom of the Burrows Valeria Lakeshore, on top of an old Ouroboros secret base, we would talk about a plot twist. You're referring to the research facility the Faces constructed during the incident in Laburo. I heard that after the dust settled, it was handed over to the ZCF to manage. It does seem like Grandpa and the others use it for some kind of research. Not just Gwyn, Professor Smith pitched in with Professor Russell and Her Majesty Alicia too. Whereas Cassius and the Crown Princess were none the wiser. You want to fool your enemies? You gotta fool your friends first, huh? Classic. As for the funding, in addition to His Highness Albert Gwyn and His Majesty Eugene, also contributed from his personal holdings, but perhaps the most unexpected benefactors were Father and Marquis Ragnar. Indeed, what a cunning play by those two. I imagine that keeping this from the Albareas was all in the name of avoiding the eye of the Intelligence Division. Yes, it's the same with the Cayennes, right? And so the third wing was complete, independent from the government and the Weisslin army. Of course, when I said we were preparing for our wings to be torn away, we only expected they would be commandeered by the government. To be perfectly frank, the thought they never physically torn apart never even crossed my mind. Haha. This isn't a laughing matter for the record. Indeed, just being alive is the reason to give thanks to Adios, even at the cost of a left eye. No! Damn. Your Highness, I hate to ask, but what's the prognosis? A full recovery doesn't seem to be in the cards, unfortunately. But as a musician, I'm just grateful that my hands and ears made it through in one piece. I suppose I have them to thank for that. You don't mean them? So you'll lay your life to George's inner turmoil and the whims of that phantom thief, huh? I see. You have the unbreakable spirit, Your Highness. Don't sell yourself short. So it was Jordan LeBlanc that had something to do with it. Right as the explosion happened in CS3,
This is...
I underestimated them.
Adios.
Shara, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Ein. Looks like I messed up.
Goddess, please protect my daughter.
You have 15 seconds until the hull collapses.
Huh?
So before
Georg?
then, I will offer you one final wager. A gravitational barrier will appear on the bridge for exactly 24 seconds. Let's see if you can come back from this.
Adios, help us! You gotta stay calm.
Get down and brace for impact!
Over there!
Huh?
The gravitational barrier!
It's not gonna hold.
Don't give up just yet!
Wait, RC sacrificed his life? No! Then the explosion happened thereafter.
Was I a moment too late? Nay, surely a flicker of hope yet remains.
So Blue Blank was there the whole time.
Can you still be plucked from the jaws of Gehenna? Show me just how far that luck of yours will take you, my dearest rival.
Huh? Because he didn't have a model?
Yes, budget cuts.
But he was technically Alistair during the CS3 quest.
No, but he didn't have a rock model.
I didn't think it was actually Blah Blanc the whole time. Hey, I still can't believe that our friend, the Phantom Thief, saved you all from the wreckage. Guess his parlor tricks are good for something, if that's what he used to spirit everyone away in one piece. No wonder they couldn't find so much as a single body. On top of that, he healed His Highness the Great crew, and even the Viscount's Graves runes, didn't he? That's right. I was injured too, but somehow, I made it out relatively unscathed. When the Viscount jumped in to block the hole in the barrier, I couldn't use my arts to help him. I never felt so worthless in my life. Pepe hands. I'm sorry, Laura. I dropped the ball when it mattered most. Like I told you, Tova, you have nothing to apologize for. I'm just relieved you made it out alive. I'm sure Father shares my sentiment. Well, if you say so. I admit, I thought Viscount RC was less invincible. I was stunned and speechless to see him in that state. But for him, losing his left arm means he'll just swing twice as hard with his right. Power is an extension of oneself. But what is a sword if not power wrought in steel? Ultimately, it's not might of one's blade, but will and strength of the spirit that decide the battle. That's the CS2 speech that he said against McBurn. The words of his lordship from the Infernal Castle 2 years ago. So ridiculously cool. Okay, Edgelord. Given who we're talking about, I expect he'll only emerge stronger from the experience. If that's the case, this could go well. Become the most difficult trial we've ever faced yet. Heh, I'm inclined to agree. It'd be prudent for us to account for every contingency. There's also a promise we made to Lloyd, Estelle, and the others. True that. We can't let them best us. What exactly is Rose up to? Sorry about my grandmother. She has a way of being evasive. I definitely was a little surprised by how sudden that all was. It involves the rivalry though. The only thing to do is go and check it out, right? Is it something to do with another shrine? Because the rivalries can only happen in a shrine. The previous evening, after Reen and the others been shown around the Courageous 2 when they boarded Prince Oliver's invitation, they began discussing what they need to do now that the war would begin in less than a week. As they spoke, a message from the rather surprising party arrived at the conference room. Lysander and
For those of you who have not yet had
Roselia.
the honor, my name is Roselia Milstein. I am the elder of Erebonia's Hexen clan. Emma and Vita are my disciples in the magical arts. It is a pleasure to finally meet you, Prince Olivert, as well as the storied children of Crossbell and Liberl.
How do you do? Until this point, I only heard of you through rumor and legend. I've heard that you've watched over the lane of Erebonia's foundation by Arner. Is that really true? Well, actually, that was my predecessor. It was Emperor Hector and Prince Dracos that I best acquainted with 800 years ago. I cannot say the family resemblance is all that strong in you, but you definitely have a familiar fire in your heart. It's quite an honor to hear you say so. I've heard about Roselia from Ren. 800 years old? Even seeing with my own eyes, I can't quite believe it. I've heard a few things about those of you back there as well. Glowing tales from Ragnar and Zeit both. Wait, Ragnar? For real? Agate! We haven't seen Zeit since. We spoke shortly before they vanished. Even I have no idea of their whereabouts now, however. That's a shame. From the sound of it, Cassius doesn't know either. Ragnar, the ancient dragon, and Zeit, the divine wolf. Two of the beasts entrusted with overseeing the Septarians.
Indeed. Beings sent forth by Adios, much like the holy beast of Earth. Thomas Lysander, Second Dominion of the Gralsritter. Estelle, Lloyd, I've heard many a rumor about your respective endeavors. As for you, Your Highness, I don't think we've had the chance to talk since you were last at the main campus.
To think that you, a history teacher and our Dominion of the Gralsritter. I must say, I was quite frustrated I was unable to see what was going on despite my ties to Kevin. You don't mean Sky 3rd Kevin? I see. So I guess that means you heard about from Kevin and Rias. And Rias too. And it sounds like you learned about us from Wazi. You mean Wazi Hemisphere? Right. We're having all of them operate outside of Erebonia at the present. They're out there resisting Ouroboros and their allies working towards the Great Twilight in secret. They're first for 5th and 6th Anguis. It seems the enforcers who come to Erebonia are also out on operations. Looks like the intelligence division been active in other countries who are making some pretty serious moves. Loren Constellation's main regiment and the War God, too. So Uncle Sigmund's finally on the move. Yes, Arios and Risha are responding to their actions. The same with Noel, Chief Sergei, and Dudley, isn't it? I hope they're all okay. To be honest, things are looking fairly grim. So much that the Papal Guard has begun to act on its own and cooperating with Operation Mirage. I suspect as much. Now is not the time for them to be going off on their own like this. Even during the Nazi Touch affair 200 years ago, the Papal Guard managed to make a nuisance of themselves. For the time being, though, let's focus on the main issue at hand, the rivalry of the Seven, and... huh? Though it was unclear how, the announcement of Operation Jormungandr and Operation Mirage will commence 6 days from now, is connected to the spread of disturbance in the spirit veins. What? Wait, does it mean it was influenced by today's events? The boss might be moving out, be related too, as well as the Steelman and the others. This probably involves Mother and Sharon too. Maribel, and she seems to be working with the RF somehow. There are likely many causes. We now have a great situation on our hands. Meanwhile, spirit veins across the entire continent have begun activating. It's no limited to the Empire. Oh. Then he growls with it. The disturbance are initially a gradual ripple outward from the Empire, but it seems to be matching the coming war in its scope. Right. The Great Twilight at work. They need to be at full strength for the rivalries to be even possible. I imagine even now they're preparing for the ultimate reformation of the Great One. There is only something we can do.
The solution is simple. Use this ship to whatever end you see fit. The rivalry of the Seven appears to be the true objective behind this plan of the Chancellor and the Gnomes. That much we can safely assume. And yet, it is this very same objective that may be our sole hope in preventing the disaster to come.
You for real here?
For real?
It's true that ever since this curse was unleashed, it's felt as though everything's being guided by some unseen force. With that in mind, it'd be near impossible to try and prevent the war altogether.
That's probably why Dad and Chloe opted for Operation Mirage instead. But while we're on it, what exactly is this curse anyway?
We know full well the sort of strife a Septarian can cause. We saw so ourselves during the incident in Liberl a few years back. There, we had to come face to face with the same issues our ancestors contended with 1,200 years ago.
It was the same for us. We fought back against a centuries-long plan to artificially recreate a Septarian. One that had been lost due to mankind's own hubris.
Yeah, I almost made a really big mistake back then.
Yeah, I remember.
But then Lloyd and the others came and made everything all right again.
In Liberl, a ring that could grant any heart's desire, and in Crossbell, a tree that could rewrite destiny itself. Each one a blessing, yet each one a curse. But in spite of that, Estelle, Lloyd, and everyone else faced them head-on. They didn't lose heart even once.
Therefore, discovering the truth is your responsibility now. It's not something Estelle, or Lloyd, or even the rest of us can accomplish. Only you, Class 7 of Thor's Military Academy.
The Empire's facing threats both on its surface and behind the scenes. And you're no strangers to kicking tail on either of those fronts. I can't think of a more tenacious bunch out there. The way I see it, you guys are the only ones who can do this.
It's up to us then.
Heh. Experience we made along the way from CS1, CS2, the CS3, even saving Reen.
Naturally, the Courageous 2 has its own missions to see to. We must travel around the country helping people and gathering allies. Even so, I have no doubt that we can still serve as your wings of passage. More so with the Merkaba out of commission. After all, the difference in size should be more than enough to fit, say, 2 Divine Knights and 4 Panzer Soldats?
Olivert.
You've put so much thought into this. We appreciate it.
Then Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 would be honored to take you up on that offer, Your Highness.
The third path. Let the third path begin.
We'll do everything we can to assist you in your efforts as fellow members of the Radiant Wings.
We'll help too. It's only fair after all you've done for the branch campus students.
If you ever need someone to make that ship purr, I'm your gal.
Fabulous!
Seriously?
Delighted to have you. You see,
God
we've been
damn
rather
it.
lacking in
Is that
the
your
crew
Twitch
department.
Jared, I
Well, I
saw
sure
the
as
red
hell ain't
Hulk
sitting
here.
this one out. What kind of instructor would I be otherwise?
Count me in too.
Right?
I mean, we're finally all back together again.
Like we said, we're gonna be off doing our own thing, but we'll still be helping out.
Same with us. We'll be catching a ride on the Bobcat too after we're done here.
Hold up, guys.
Now that you mention it, you did both say you'd be working separately.
Yeah, the plan is to cover Eastern Erebonia, North Ambria, and Jirai.
You mentioned getting in touch with HQ in Le Mans. Guess that means you guys are heading out too, huh,
Alright,
Shara?
situation resolved.
We are, though we won't be leaving the ship until tomorrow.
Sarah, Fee, you guys got things covered here, yeah?
Of course. When have we ever let you down?
Call us if you need anything, okay?
I guess this is goodbye for now then, huh?
Yeah.
No.
We've got some stuff to take care of back in
Come
Crossbow.
back. I want to
Don't
use
worry.
you guys.
We'll be seeing each other again before you know it. In the meantime, let's give this our all.
Yeah! We got this, Yuna!
Right!
Seems like we'll be able to divide things up by region then. We should be able to relieve everything to the Merkaba unit up to Rosine Gaius. I'll be arranging for its repairs at a nearby location. I'm really in your debt, Thomas. Rosine. You too. Thank you. No worries, please look after everyone. It'll not be easy, but our shred of hope has come into view. The time has come for me to undergo my final undertaking. Grandmother? What do you mean, final undertaking? Listen well, children of Class 7. As noted, the spirit veins throughout the land are activating as they are disordered as they've never been before. The same that can be said for the shrines, the stages for the rivalries. That includes the Luna Shrine, the only shrine we just had or seen since the ancient times. The Luna Shrine. Isn't that close to Milsante? Yes, its location, a reflecting pool, and generation after generation of wandering hits have watched over it. The pool reflects a genuine truth it is believed connected to the origin of the Black Records. I didn't expect to hear those mentioned here. Yes, I was told about it the other day. I suggest anyone interested in the real truth behind the curse to come. I swear in my true name, I shall provide the answers to your doubts, rest assured. A trial for everyone in Class 7 is what's needed here. Only Celine is left, yes? I'm gonna need you to take your human form, Celine. Huh? Grandmother? Is Celine now a playable character again? God dang it. Just when I could deal with one cat, we gotta deal with that again. Happy hands goodbye. Well, no! We'll meet each other again. Hopefully. Hopefully. We thought the Lunar Shrine was a dead end, but there was more to it after all. This will be a trial for the entirety of Class 7. I'm reminded of our adventures in the old schoolhouse 2 years ago. Ah, you mean where you where everyone first met Valimar. Yeah, and then that Go Crazy Nuts corridor appeared at the end. The Reverie corridor, knowing what we know now, I think that place is another sort of shrine. I don't know what my grandmother's intentions are, but we should prepare ourselves for anything. For crying out loud, I'm not even a part of Class 7. Just admit it already, Celine, you're one of us, whether you like it or not. This will be the first time we've seen your human form since the Black Workshop, huh? Ah, to gaze upon both Celine's lovely figure and the reflecting pool in the same day, what fortuitous timing. Once everyone's done their little tour around the Courageous 2, we can head for Lake Gala. It would be best to land out on the waters to put a little distance between ourselves and Milsante. Learning to switch between the silent navigation and optical camouflage modes is going to be critical here. Understood. Heh, things are starting to heat up. Our next plan is to head ashore, with each group making their approach from the target location. Unfortunately, Estelle, Lloyd, and the others are already a step ahead of us in gathering intel. I'm sure they have a hit on something useful by the time you get out. We'll be expecting good news, though. Take care of yourselves out there. Oh, yo, boy me? I put that... It's the Nightbot that's doing it. I can't really do anything about it. It means so much you got our backs. For Class 7, it's time to make sure your preparations are set. You need every pair of hands here you can get around the ship, so those of you in a position to pitch in, please do so. Absolutely, Instructor. Makes sense even from everyone from the Grand Campus here. This is a pretty huge ship. It's probably best to make sure one more round just to be sure. Just be aware that I really don't like all caps in my chat. Otherwise, the Nightbot's just gonna be deleting stuff. Act 3, Seekers of the Dawn. And yes, I'm currently streaming now for those wondering about the recording of this episode. The Courageous 2 is a newly constructed ship, but something about it feels nostalgic. Able to do one final sweep around the floor myself prior to departure. Alright, I need to find everyone going ashore and wish them luck again. We got ourselves a new ship, the Courageous 2, and it's a huge one. Blah blah blah. Select floors, quick travel. First, second, third, fourth floor, jeez. Talk to everyone you can, Angelica. Angelica's sting. Instructorine, I hardly noticed you there. This ship is kinda okay, really. Here didn't really, don't you think? No. I'm not gonna. I can't voice non-red scenes. Never mind. I'm just gonna read it to text. Otherwise, my voice will hurt. Hey, Yellow Boy Me, are you sure you should be watching this stream? Because I'm wondering if you watched like the other parts before this, and this is kind of like spoilers. If you want to like, you know, try to avoid it, because you want to start from the very beginning. Like I'm saying, it's just a risk coming, okay? It's just to watch the stream. So that's what I'll advise you. Because of that, you watch most of the other games, so you watch this. So you watch before this part. Okay, I guess I'll accept that in the case. If you want to watch most of my other videos, I have a YouTube channel. I'll put this in the link below. I've uploaded like 15 episodes already. So like, yeah, both of you here together now can make me happier right now. Thanks, Alfred. I know I put you through hell. I'm sorry that haven't been in touch. Honestly, Your Highness, I should be informed that you, or anyone, that was my failing. Forgive me. No, don't be silly. With that wound, my brother wasn't going anywhere for a while. Thank you so much for helping with his recovery. Your Highness, you honor me with your magnanimity, truly. I have to say though, getting shared to feed me is definitely a memory I'll treasure forever. Although she did give me one legendary purple nurple as soon as she ditched the spoon and used her mouth instead. Goodness. So help me, Adios. Olivier, you're about 3 seconds away from finding out what life is like with 0 eyes. I wouldn't have guessed it, but those two are much more intimate than I expected. Impressive. Hee hee. Looks like you're already finding your way around the place. Yeah, it really is an incredible ship. This isn't the first time we met, but I'd like to introduce myself nonetheless. I'm Rain Schwartzer. Good to meet you, Sherazard. The pleasure's all mine. I've been hearing a lot about you. It sounds like you've been to Gehenna, and back more times than one. And you're not done yet, it would seem. Diversity seems to be the order of the day for those who call Erebonia home. At the very least, it made us tough people. No matter where we're from, I'm just glad to be allies just the same, with Estelle, Agate, and now you. You bet. I've got your back. We've been preparing for the worst for a long time now. And just between you and me, as a Silver Streak, I don't want to be outdone by the Purple Lightning. Ah. Come to think of it, you've been pretty focused on that for a while now, haven't you? Ah, well, yeah. Despite us being the same age, she was the youngest bracer to ever reach A rank when she did. She's always a reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Even Cassius relied on her. It did make me a little jealous, I have to say. You're both so fantastic, though. I really admire you, Shara. You know, even though Sarah is my former instructor, we have a close relationship as friends now. I can believe it. Once I came to Erebonia, the two of us actually met. We actually immediately hit it off. We both like drinking and are overall similar situations and fairly similar in some ways. Your interests of those of the masculine persuasion could be many more different, though. Ah, that's right, she's got a thing for silver foxes, eh? Though I hear the winds of change are starting to blow across the particular plain. Wait, I don't recall telling you about any of this. Hehe, Sherazard is so gorgeous, she really has a cute side, too. Don't worry, you two, I'll sort this out like a proper sister, though. Ooh, just maybe it's best to leave them. They are adults, after all. What's that? See that curious glint in your eyes. This here's the true trump card, is what the ultra-long distance communication with the Ark is too possible. It is our effect on the sonorous seashell. Mr. Debaucherous Prince snuck it in. Wow, incredible. It's a delightful little device I discovered in some ruins with the Brace Guild. That was about, 10 years ago now? It facilitates ultra-long distance communications in a snap, as even able to bypass orbital communication restrictions of all shapes and sizes. Its current use as a repeater router, per Toval's suggestion, is also linked to your Arcuses, the Roundup 7 app the Foundation made for me. Its capabilities are almost mind-boggling, and if the ship control tower is set up with this, then we have flawless connection with everyone involved with the Radiant Wings. As someone who will be helping with operations, I have to say, I find it hard to believe its capabilities are even possible. I'm with you there. I guess artifacts don't need to be deadly to be powerful. Speaking of that, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought the Superior Church collected all artifacts that are still functional. How about that? A bit of a discussion with the Gralsritter, we managed to come to an agreement of sorts. Our possession and usage have received tacit approval on the condition that we abide a number of itty-bitty rules. Oh, Oliver. So fortunate that we are a man of his elegance and skill walks upon this earth. Anyway, it seems like Cedric is drifting further and further astray into evil. And I'm starting to feel that maybe we really can't go back to how things were, Your Highness. Come on, that can't be true.
I'm just as glad as you to see him alive again. But feelings such as that are only for the weak!
Damn, Cedric?
We're ending this world and creating a new order in its place. And an undertaking this great leaves me no room for weakness.
Those words are proof that he's pushing himself too far. His infatuation with Chancellor Osborne is pretty clear too. I honestly doubt his resolve as one of the Iron Brothers is really so firm. As for a Divine Knight Awakened for that matter, I'm inclined to agree. Oh brother, you silly fool. All we could ever do as people is work with the opportunities in front of us and never give up hope. Besides, I still need to meet him properly, as I did the prince. He is royalty after all. Is a family meet and greet after? Sure, you only need ask. Ah yes, there's mother and father too if he's recovered. Let's take it down a notch, shall we? Why do we get the feeling that we might play as Olivier? Might. We just don't know it yet, but we might. We're in the 4th floor, so we're gonna go from 4th to 3rd floor to 2nd floor to 1st floor. Oh, Instructor Reen. Ah, Reen, take you a tour of the ship? It's been some time, hasn't it? About 2 years already, if I'm not mistaken. Right, I think the last time we saw each other was at the board of directors meeting at the main campus. I was sorry to see about what happened to Ceph Armor Division, but I'm glad to see you're safe. Yes, no doubt thanks to the guidance of Adios. I admit it was difficult to watch the 7th get disbanded, but it ended up working to my advantage. Thanks to that, I was able to slip away or rendezvous with the others in time to help with the creation of the Courageous 2. You can really never tell where life's current will sweep you next, huh? That aside, have you not been able to contact Father and the others either? I'm gonna be contacting him and Ariel a short while. Before I do though, I'd like to get in touch with Uncle Zex and Nightheart. I see, no doubt they're struggling with their positions, General Craig included. So I've heard, but they're Imperial soldiers. That still hasn't changed. When Operation Jormungandr begins, they'll be likely to deploy as the main force in the rear guard. And if they are, even Operation Mirage is sure to face stern opposition. Right. If Uncle Zek's stratagems and combined with General Craig's unmatched power, then even the valorous Le Guin and tactical genius Cassius could be outmatched, yeah? The conflict might already be impossible to stop in official capacity, but I'll do what I can behind the scenes. If you can somehow buy us time on an official front, you'll have my deepest gratitude, Lieutenant Colonel, Instructor. Heh, but of course. That reminds me, in many months late, in saying so, but I want to thank you for mentioning my brother. I'd like to ask him to continue providing with guidance so that he may grow into a strong, independent man. Hey, Mueller. Huh. Kirk, in my book, he's already there. But I hear you, as instructor is my best responsibility to continue leading him the best I can. I'm your debt, Reen. Perhaps I'll go find a suitable hole to crawl in and die of embarrassment now. Nice to see Mute. Blah blah blah. Damn. Alright. I may have to reset the stream because of the fact that... How do I say this? Something is wrong with my OBS right now. I'm very sorry, guys, but with this OBS problem, I feel like I have a delay. So, I'm hoping you guys can keep around. So, strategy conference room and training floor are in this room. About conference room, training sector, 3rd floor, conference room, training sector, recreation area, lounge, bathing facilities. Training room cannot be used yet, but appears to be a good variety of combat training. Meet up in the bathing area, restore HP, EP, CP. Another sauna area. God damn, everyone is so behind. Hell, even Randy's on our side too. Even Tita. Alright, after this recording, I'm gonna have to, like, you know, reset the OBS. I had like 5 hours, 7 hours of sleep today, because I stayed for 21 hours last time, so I don't think I'll be fine. Pretty sure. This is how far I'll go just to play a Trails game. Like if you thought CS2, CS3 was long, think again, CS4 is even more longer. My brother said it's halfway. Yep, I'm okay. Oh, Reen. How's it going? Are you guys talking about Major Irving about the handover procedures? Yes, the ship is a new build. There are many things about it we don't understand. That's why I have to manual in hand and read and check as I go. See, sounds tough. Keep up the good work. Under normal circumstances, I should also be helping out too since I'm part of the branch campus faculty and all. Well, you got a trial from Rose coming on at Lake Gala, don't you think? You can leave this up to us. Make sure you're prepared, got it? To be honest, I'd like to go too, but it's only members of Class 7 allowed to go, right? It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. Sorry about that, Toho. I'll be sure to head straight to the ship with the trial results. Be heading down after the handling procedures to meet up with main campus students, Major Irving? Right. I'm planning on serving as their backup, at least for the time being. Let's keep in touch then. It'll be maintain a shared branch campus mindset, so to speak. Of course. Thank you very much. We'll do so great. The principal will know what hit her. Oh, Schwarzer, I want to speak about Major Reeve Claire. Right. We only saw an image of her from pantry, just like the Chancellor and the others. Though she's probably carrying out some pretty important tasks in a different area. She's likely working to finalize the railway usage plans in preparation for Operation Jormungandr to start, as well as carrying out her duties as part of the Iron Bloods. Right. I only know her, and I can imagine how much losing Orion must have hurt her. It's not really my place to say, but please do what you can for her. If things keep going on this way, she won't be able to handle it much longer. Understood. I'm not sure what I can really do, but as one of the people who cares for her, I'll do everything I can. That's all I ask. I'm in your debt, Schwarzer. How are we gonna convince Claire and Lecter, though? They wanna join the Chanter's side, and they're okay with it. So, yeah. Wait a second, don't tell me Selena is okay. EX. I was gonna say. Men's bathing area, previous grade has showers. This is one benefit of a larger ship. I would try to start a reflecting pool is I'd probably go ahead and wash up now. Hines gave me permission, so I might as well head in, right? Well, there's separate facilities for women and men, and they really went out on the changing area. Alright then. Is that you, Reen? Hey Elliot, Machias, huh? We had the same idea. We're starting to get a handle of the ship's function, so it seemed like a good time to go wash up. Fine if we join you, it does seem spacious after all. Yes, of course. Want to head in then? Haha, this is pretty amazing. Wow, this is like a full-scale bathhouse. It's almost too lavish. Could it get any more luxurious than this? Was it Professor Schmidt that designed this ship? Him and Professor Russell from Liberal. It seems like he was one of the professor's Epstein's 3 main disciples. This may have been one of his suggestions, since he's pretty well acquainted with his Highness. He's his grandfather, right? Heh, I could see that happening for whatever reason. I see you weren't the first to come up with this idea. Oh, Crow, Gaius, and Eustace. Gaius and Crow too. So every single one of us wound up here. Looks like we're all of one mind. It's not like there's any room for all of us to squeeze in, and our first match should be a bonding experience, right? All men must bond by being naked. I've seen Yakuza. All men must bond by fighting and naked. Beyond the skies, how far we've come. It does feel like we've come very far. I know what you mean. So I'm kind of surprised to see everyone here like this. For crying out loud, why the hell are you guys getting so mushy? Hey, you suggested it, Chloe. I mean, we're on a brand new cutting-edge ship here. You gotta get more excited, man. While we're all here, let's get to talking. The flirtier, the better. It's time to air out your dirtiest jokes and fetishes. Why on earth would we? Absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason at all we should participate. Come on, Crow. We're not students anymore. Wait, Crow never graduated, so we could consider him a repeat student. Oh shit. Who gives a shit about that? It's time to take it off, guys. Pretty damn sure guys will be the winner, but you never know, some guys like Elliot are. Whoa, what the hell are you saying, Crow? Crow, this clearly isn't a dignified conversation. Yeah, what if a girl was sitting nearby and overheard you say something like that? But would respectful behavior and be caring for any of us? I'm just gonna take in the scenery and enjoy the water. Hot springs are Reen's sting. You can never get by Reen's level of fucking rate increase. This is something that I found out. Apparently, I could get bath towels. So if I do this again, I knew it. So we're gonna have to get everyone, alright? Everyone in the party, we're getting fucking bath towels. But sir, we're getting bath towels for every single one of you. Whether you guys like it or not. Alright, let's do it again. Round 3. Round 3 of the bath. We're getting bath towels for everyone. Even though I'm not gonna wear them. Sure. Pepe again. Get in the bath or else.
Fatigue removed.
Wait, why is Celine there? Unless Celine was required to get in there. Alright. Next. Gaius. Sarah. Crow? Angelica, Tita, Randy. Did we get Emma? Pretty sure we got Emma. But I'm just gonna do it just for sure. Doobly, get in, give me my free fucking bath towel. I wonder if I put the episode bath towel as my episode.
Now that's the good stuff.
Alright, who doesn't have clothes?
Okay.
Any day now.
Alrighty.
Diligence is its going reward.
Stronger. No surprise there.
Let's
No
go.
surprise there.
Any day now.
I gotta be sure, guys. I have to be sure I got everyone.
Let's see.
Okay.
Toa!
May fortune favor you all. May fortune favor you all. May fortune favor you all.
And that's the
May
power of
fortune
love.
favor you all.
Fuck! Wait, I can't bathe with the other 4? No! Toa! Elise! Alfin! Oliver! Nah! They're not playable characters, so it is kind of sad. But what can we do? There's really nothing we can do. Oh, Stark! Oh, he mentioned Crow before in CS3. Oh boy. Freddy with his unusual cooking again.
You've got good taste. Come on, give it a try. You've got good taste. Come again. Hey, what can I get you today?
Alright, let's see here. We have all these things, but I don't know if I'll ever use them. They're basically stat boosters. I probably should give them once we reach the late game portion. Not yet. Not yet. We've got to be patient.
Come on, give it a try.
Useless and Muse. I really didn't like the fact that Muse was considering just dying and sacrificing millions over a bad call. Like, you thought so many steps ahead, but you really thought steps ahead of... Did you really thought steps ahead of Oliver? Like, come on. I guess that's why people really don't like Muse. That's just my opinion, though. Jared, did you unfollow me? Why? Jared, no, can you follow me back? Please? Please, I really need 50. Doobly and Laura, huh? Straight asking for a match then? No, that's not the case. We both arrived at the training area independently and unexpectedly ran into one another. Y'all be leaving for that trial soon. I'll never be bored to wear someone out before something like that. My bad, Doobly. I gotta say, it's pretty amazing we have quality tech training facilities on a ship like this. I suppose you could say that, if you really wanted to. British Courageous also had substantial facilities, and there wasn't an area quite as spacious as this available. I find it irritating to be receiving favors as a training opponent for you all, and Archaism belonging exclusively to the Stallritter. I present the Vanguard F2 Sleipnir. Is that the state of our Archaism from our Ouroboros, like the one used at Hama in the Naval Fortress? Are you still to make use of them even after separating yourself from Ouroboros? Yes, it's specially adapted for our own use. Sleipnir, come. What the? Now that I see it up close, it's fairly intense. Going up against an Archaism like this does seem like it would make phenomenal practice. I have another Sleipnir unit actually. I wouldn't mind letting you use that one for training as well. While you're undergoing your trial, set up respond to specific combat situation for practice. I usually leave in the hangar's reserve area, so feel free to use it as you like, even if I'm not around. Talk about full service treatment. Sure, in your depth, Doobly. Thank you. We got ourselves our training arc. Just like CS2's training arc. Vantage Masters. Wonder if we got anything new. We got the Witch. I like the witch. The problem is, yeah, it's expensive. Pretty expensive. But at this point, you see all those marks there? We're gonna need a lot of energy for like a lot of cards that we need. I like how they made this harder. Like the whole thing harder. I really appreciate how hard Vantage Master is now, because the AI is so smart.
Fight as you would a real battle.
I think we're fine. I'm gonna save that wall card for later. Uh-oh. This is actually bad. Can I move and do the skill? Of course she has a revive card. I need more frontline decks to the front line. I think we're fine for now. I need more frontline decks on our hand. We're fine. I'm slowly whittling down with the witch. But he keeps reviving, which is pretty annoying. We can beat him. Jesus. Another archer card. Oh no! I didn't plan for this part. Alright, I'm gonna move up. Attack this. Turns. Still has his wall card in play. keeps reviving his cards. It's actually pretty annoying. I don't want to use that wall card just yet. Who knows what it could be used for. Slowly winning him down, but look at the magic crystals he's not using. I don't think the AI can't use magic crystals. Water is weak to earth. Alright, I think we got him. Boom.
This can't be happening!
Nice. All I could say is nice. You know how people say 69? They always say nice, nice. Alright guys. We only explored 2 floors of this whole courageous thing, so next time on Trails of Cold Steel 4, we're gonna continue on this area. I'll see you guys all next time.